we go. On the bottom of your screen is Kengo and Chris Rogers at the top. We saw how cool Chris Rogers was in his last match against Victor. Made some very good decisions at the very end that were critical.
Yeah, that was very exciting. So far, we have lots of exciting matches going on last few days. Oh my God,
we've had some amazing swings, amazing rolls, and we have nothing but really great players. I mean, sometimes I have to be careful with my words. We have some bad players. I have to say, ooh, that was a creative move, or that was different. I don't have to say those kinds of things with these players. They're all great moves, and even their bad moves are understandable and reasonable.
By the way, this 4-3 is already very interesting move. You could make 21 or you could make 10. My preference goes to the 21, actually. And that's wrong. Well, actually, it's very close.
It's not wrong when it's .001.
Right.
It's very, very close.
It's high. But my preference is 21 because, then my defense is done.
Look at hitting. It's .008. That's also reasonable.
Yeah, it's due to the 5. That's also reasonable.
This is very reasonable.
It's
an action play.
Yeah. It complex the game for sure. Oh, 2-6 is very bad. Yeah, any 6 is from the bar.
Well, you got to come out to the 18, don't you? Almost automatically?
Yep. So I had a talk with my friend, and I said that the winning Monte Carlo is completely different than any other tournament because the World Championship is like a different animal. You have a big prize money, you have a title, you have a, so player gets nervous as the round goes by.
You told him this right before the match? What a nice guy you are. You want to put more pressure on him?
No. I didn't talk with Kengo,
Your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were telling Kengo.
No, what happened is, they can, people can play normally in last 64, last 32. Then if comes down to last 8, then start realizing it. Oh my God, I might win World Championship. I might win 50,000. I might win this and that.
And what I tell my students is, forget what you're playing for. Forget everything except trying to make the best move every time. That's the only way to play well. Don't let that all get to you.
That's easy to say.
It's easy to say, but I've never seen anybody cooler over the board than you.
Well, one of the solutions I have is I don't watch the prize distribution. So I don't know how much I'm going to win anyway,
Well, that's because you're so wealthy, the money doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't help me. Okay, meanwhile...
so you have no idea how much you're going to win when you win a tournament?
Well, I have some idea, but I try to avoid it.
You knew before you came to figure out if you were going to go.
What's going on? He just like 5 6s? Oh, okay.
It was right.
Came out. Okay, yeah,
that's 14 is right to come out.
It's increase is basically 1 roll away to double. I mean, 1 good roll away. And this is a pretty bad number. He missed triple shot. Wow. I'm gonna make a 5. Yeah. Duplicating a 4.
Right. The 5 point is the 5 point.
So double 5. It's probably a very good number. 1. Oh, this is interesting. You can play safe or you can make a 3 point.
Making the 3 point is terrible.
Yeah, I like way of his thinking. He moved to 5, which is 4th, then think about the last. So either
the last one is to play it safe.
Okay, is that the best
way
way?
Up in the race, you play it safe.
I see, and he has a stronger board.
Yes. So when you're up in the race, race.
Right, he's gonna be up 37 pips after the roll. And plus, there's no duplication with deuce. Deuce and 9, 6-3, for example.
No, that's the wrong idea. The wrong concept for your game plan.
So that's a first mistake by him. 6-3, he got punished.
He gets hit.
Yes.
Doesn't he see it? Of course he sees it. I don't miss those plays because I say 9 before the roll to make sure I don't miss it. This is
Is
very
it double
good.
ace?
Yes, make
Wow.
the 5 and step up. Very good roll. That was a very, very good roll.
Unless Chris rolls something exceptional, it's gonna be a double.
I think he has to hit, doesn't he? His only hope.
I would hit and make 11, and I'm
Make
gonna.
the 11? I like the builder.
I don't want to leave 2 blots. I'm gonna double
Oh,
here.
I didn't see the XG eval. I would have made his play. I'd like the cover.
So 14 numbers to hit. Am I correct? Or maybe more.
No, I think 14 is
16.
right.
16.
Oh, yeah, because you can hit the outside checker with a 3-6.
Right. So Kengo should double with 16 numbers, a lot of gammons, an easy take because he can dance or he can miss. Then it's practically even game.
A lot of people would miss this double. It's hard to double from the bar.
Yeah, this is a very good sign that Kengo is playing his game.
Good.
He's not nervous yet.
Good play, good take, good double.
Hopefully he never be. 6-1, he should just come out.
Going to the 7 isn't too bad.
Oh yeah?
0.016.
Okay.
Coming out seems natural, though. That's the natural flow in these positions.
Yeah, don't you think those 6 are very difficult always? You
Yes.
know, like
Yes.
I always struggle to find the best 6 in whether coming up to the 18 or 7. I have
Usually
no-
the 18 takes precedence most of the time.
Yeah, but when you're way down in the race, usually come down is the best play.
Well, the race is close.
Yeah,
That's
let's
why it's
close.
close.
So I would just come up. That's the only rule I have. Mostly, yeah, it works most of the time, but it's not always. Okay, that's not a big mistake. Now he has what? 6 and 4 and 5. I guess the problem with his play is now he duped his own 6.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I know how he's going to play it. Depends on what he rolls. Ooh,
Now you
that's
know.
interesting. No, I don't know. Now I don't know. You're right. 24 numbers cover the bar point, but if you have to break the midpoint to do it and leave a blot, that could hurt too. This is very interesting. 9-4 is correct.
Yeah, Extreme Gammon suggests that slotting the 7 is also a very good play. This is normal.
There's your 6 and 1.
6 and 1.
Is he out and cover?
Yeah.
It's that does 2 good things. You need to get out and you need to cover.
Mm-hmm.
So the word "and" is a big word in backgammon. If you can do 2 things and say you can come out and cover, that's a clue. Still very scary. Oh, very poor. He did not hit. He wanted to hit there badly. He might shift. It's right to shift by a lot.
Yeah, I think he should shift.
Yeah, he sees it.
And while he's on the bar, he can hit another guy and gain time to roll ace and 6 and 6.
I always tell
Which
my
is-
students that the 2 plays that intermediates miss a lot are the shifting play and the trap plays. No, coming right in is great. 6-5, he cleans up the blot, or do you make the point? Prime. Make the prime.
Makes a prime.
Now nothing can go wrong, go wrong, go wrong.
So basically, he locked up the game. The question here is that whether he can win gammon. Winning 4-0 in 11-point match is huge.
Anytime you win 4 points in an 11-point match, it's huge.
Well,
It's a big swing.
yeah, 11-point match, yes.
And we saw 2 4 cubes in the last match with Chris and Victor. 2 4-point wins.
Chris played really well in the last match. He
Yes,
played like 3.7 or something.
Yeah, he played well, but Victor played 2.3 or something like that. Here's what I didn't understand. The very last take of Victor's was a blunder. He needed 33% to take, and he had 32%. How can any human know that you have 32 or 33 or 34% in a position coming in from the bar? I don't know why that's called a blunder.
I thought Victor took mainly because he had no time left. He had like 33 seconds. It's impossible to play a game with 33 seconds, you know, 2-way, 4-way. Very
Yeah.
complicated.
I know another guy that lets his time down on the clock a lot. He's sitting right next to me.
That's true.
People in the chat are very excited to hear Mochi doing the commentary. I'm excited too. The number one player in the world, one of the greatest players of all time, and we get to hear what he's thinking.
So Kengo wants to dance as long as possible, so that Chris gonna break his board even more, and eventually it's possible that Kengo makes a trap play, like breaking a 7-point on purpose.
I think you wait till it's worse than a 4-point board, though.
No, not gonna do it on a 4-point board, or even 3-point board is probably a break.
The classic trap play is when there's a 2-point board and a blot,
Right.
or a 2-point board. That's when you always think about trapping, or often think about trapping. By trapping, we mean you break your prime and force your opponent to come out with a 5 or 6 so that he splits those checkers. Because right now, with those two checkers together, he's not going to win a lot of gammons. But if he splits them, forces them to split, puts them up on the bar, you can get 40% gammons.
Phil, how many gammon does white win? Does black win from here?
From here,
Yeah.
as soon as I see XG, I'll tell you. Yeah, I may be dumb, but I'm sure not intelligent. I don't know. Usually it's 8% is my reference position. That's my reference on the 2-point. 8% gammons.
No, what I meant was with a drop play. Like if Kengo just, coming in with a drop play, I would say, probably less than 8%. 2-point game is very strong to save the gammon. I think I'm gonna go to the ace point probably. Yeah, but that's also fine.
It's all reasonable. You want to bring your checkers into the high points. That's the key.
Five, 2.
You come to the 7-point. You always keep in mind your double 5s and double 6s, how they play. I like the 7-point. It's a very comfortable place to be. One more crack by Chris, and we may see a trap play. Need to get one more blot loosened up.
Oh, look at this.
This is very bad.
Very bad lumber.
Did I mention you got to worry about how your double 5s and 6s play?
It's not legal. It's not
plays.
legal. You gotta go to the 7-point and you gotta break the 8-point.
Right.
It's pretty ugly.
Now the gammons have gone down.
What about double 6s?
You're going to hit loose with just about anything. You can. You just don't want that checker to run. And you've got so much better boards, you just can't let that checker live.
And plus, if you get hit, you may pick up another checker here. 3,
Okay.
4. Okay.
For some reason, we're not seeing the XG eval on the checker plays. I wonder why.
Well, the thing is that the new transcriber is not experienced enough, I
Yeah.
guess.
So we have to rely on somebody as dumb as me and as smart as Mochi to tell us what's right. Oh, big roll. That's huge.
Wow.
Gammon just shot way up. If he can close the board, it's 40%. He's going to hit loose with a 2 or a 6. There it is. Hits. That was a huge swing to come in and make that hit. Very big roll for Kengo. Does Kengo live in Tokyo?
Yeah, he lives in Tokyo.
Does he have a job?
Yes, he does.
So
I didn't like his 6-2 though. I would clear the 7-point. Yeah, this is the result. You don't want to have this.
you don't want those checkers down low. And you got several rolls that leave shots now. Double 6, double 5, 6, 5.
I think he didn't see it. Generally, he's a very good player and won't miss a play like that.
Yeah, that was
This
good.
5-1?
You got to clear the 5.
Yeah, clear the 5. He must be very aggressive because 2 on the bar is not guaranteed gammon. And even if you get hit, he has only 3-point ball. So the likelihood of you lose from here is very, very low anyway.
Peel, baby. I
Wow.
would take 2 checkers off.
And 4-3?
Yep.
I'm not sure, actually.
6-5 might be right. Hey, we got the evaluation. Finally got one that showed I was right.
Looks
You
like
do
it.
peel. It's more gammons. Now, you do take a risk. You could roll a 6-1 or 5-1, but then you'd have to get hit and lose from there to make it wrong. So I like the peeling. I like going for the throat. My dear friend Kenny Bond said if he's barely breathing, step on his air hose.
Now his gammon is like over 60%, I'm sure. Is it 2-1?
Yeah. 2-1.
Ah.
Look at the XG screen. You can see the numbers better.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
That's a good play. Nothing leaves a shot. I would have peeled because I'm greedy.
Looks like it was a huge blunder, that 2-1 that he didn't peel
Uh-huh.
because of the gammon.
Yeah, the risk of leaving a shot, getting hit, and losing is not that high. Of course, if you leave a shot and you get hit, you also cost you your gammons. Kengo's playing awfully fast. If I were his coach, I'd tell him to slow down. On a couple of tough plays, he was pretty fast. I personally play half fast.
Yeah. Well, he could stop and think about it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when he rolls bad numbers, sometimes he, play even faster.
No.
Maybe he's upset, I don't know, but it's very common for many amateur players.
Yeah.
But he can avoid that.
Wait a minute. At the level he's playing, I don't call him an amateur player.
No. I know. I know.
Not for him. He's a grandmaster. That's where you leave the amateur area, in my opinion. All right, they're taking a break, but they got to change that scoreboard to 2-0.
Taking a break after the game?
Yeah, that's unusual, but sometimes people have to go to the bathroom. Okay, Mochi, where are you going from here? What's your next tournament?
I'm going to Dubai.
I'm going to go to Dubai. That's great. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And you usually come to New York, don't you, for the New York tournament in January?
Yeah, I often go to New York tournament,
Great.
like every year.
Okay, every year. Come a little early. We got some good chouettes coming up. And Mochi, you don't mind playing for money once in a while as well as match play, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you're going to, what else? What's coming up in Japan? Any major tournaments coming there?
No, the next Japan Open will be May next year.
May of next year.
So it's not a big tournament.
Uh-huh. I've had the
This
pleasure
year.
of going to the Japan Open. Aside from the fact that it's a great tournament and a great city, the people are just so lovely, and everybody is so nice. I went there with my son, and we were supposed to stay in Tokyo for a week. We stayed for 2 weeks. We just couldn't leave. We just enjoyed it so much just being there, and it was mostly the people and the friendship and the warmth. It was the first time I went there. A guy named Mochi came to the train station and picked me up. He could have just given me directions, but it's confusing. And he actually came there and took me all the way into my bed and breakfast. And I do want to thank you for that.
Oh,
I would have been totally lost.
I don't even remember. But
Oh yeah, that was 7 years ago.
Uh-huh.
It was for my 70th birthday. It's 8 years ago. And that's the first time I came, and you didn't want me to get lost, so you came all the way. It was not a short trip to the airport to make sure we were treated right, and that was the way we were treated the entire time we were there. Just I urge everybody to go to Japan.
I gotta bring in my water.
Okay, take a little break. Get your water. I want to make sure they change the score.
Can we reach you?
Okay, I got a little time to look at the chat, and I'm watching it. Anybody who wants to make some questions or comments, love to have it. GAB, who is the best BG player? Come on. Mochi's number 1. There's been a little argument that Sander might be pushing him. He's the number 2 giant. But that's, if you know backgammon, there's no question about it. Okay, here we go. They corrected the scoreboard.
I don't like it. Oh, starting 5 is great. Okay, I would have split 6 out and the 2 down. Wow, this is a monster roll. I would make 5 and 3.
Hello, Alex.
And it could be double. Already like 3-2. I think he has to break 8 point to make a 5.
Is there a cube coming up?
Yes, its cube is coming up. Oh wow, look at that. 8-5-6-4. Leaving an 8 shot. But slotting in the 4 point. That's a nice play.
It's not a play. I'm not sure I would have found it.
And breaking the 8 is a blunder. Am I correct? 98?
Yes, it's a blunder.
Wow. It's blunder because cube is coming.
Well, obviously it's a take or...
Wow,
or
great play by Chris.
Great play. He found it.
Well,
He found the right
take
play.
your time. I think it was a double actually.
Yeah, he should have at least thought about it a little bit.
And he might have lowered the market losers.
Yeah. Well, hitting is automatic. I think you got to hit with 2 because you can't leave them split.
And switching 10-11, 11-10. So that's a 6 pips away from the 4 point.
Yep. Pretty clear. You got it. But why didn't he stop and think about the cube?
Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. 4-5. I think it's a pass regardless.
It might have been a take last time, though.
It's a take? Wow.
It's a take if you come out and a pass if you don't.
Really?
Wow.
Wow, I wouldn't find a take here. Like, you're down 20 pips.
Okay, he doubles. And it's probably very small. We'll see the eval. I would pass this.
I would drop this.
Got a double shot. Back, stuck on the ace point. He did pass it. Okay. I didn't see the extra eval. It said take by 8. A blunder to drop that cube.
Wow.
Maybe it's the score, Mochi. Does that have an effect on it?
Yeah, that has some effect, but it's not huge effect. I'm kind of surprised that it's such a big take. I would have dropped. Because I would have felt that he lost the market. You know, he missed the cube.
Yeah. He made the right play and then dropped. If he made the wrong play, it'd been easier to drop. That's what I usually do. I make sure I can't take the cube if I don't like it. So I make the wrong play and I have to drop.
So you have less cube mistakes?
Right, I have fewer cube. My cube is great. I always give him a drop or too good. Sometimes I make him too good so he won't double me. It's a very clever trick that I use.
You have to write a new book then.
I'm working on several. How to play forced moves is one, and how to make your opponent too good. That'd actually be a pretty good book. This play is correct by a lot. The early game, you want to hit back.
A great match so far, 3.4 against 2.4.
Yes. See, we point out the errors, but we're not pointing out all the good plays. So that's what you forget is how well they're playing, even if they make a few errors. You come in and hit.
Yeah.
You don't let your opponent live on your 5 point or 4 point.
Now every 6. 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 4, 6.
Ooh, you're right.
It's
Every
bad.
6 is bad.
I will... I'm not sure.
XG like to play a lot.
Okay. Interesting. Ace 5. It's pretty simple. Make the 5 and come down. Now what? Chris has like 7 and 8 to hit. Deuce and 3 to cover. 6-5 is good. 5-4 is fine. Makes a 4-point.
Okay, make the 4-point, then make sure your 5 is right. There's nothing wrong with that. Do it stage by stage and make sure you're not missing anything. Double 4s is a very nice roll. The 4-point is first, and then you look around. I think you come up and down. Yep, it's pretty clear. Oh, there's a hit. The hit is real close here. Very, very close.
Yeah, come up on a hit, yes.
Very close. Come down and hit.
Come down on a hit.
Yeah.
So far, every game, Kengo has early advantage. And this is not exception here.
Uh-huh.
And it could be a double already. Like, what can you do with this 6-3? I think Chris should double hit.
He's supposed to run as the only
He's
play.
supposed to run. Ah, okay.
It's the only play that XG likes.
And it's double regardless. Okay, at least Kengo takes time. He drinks the water. Counts the numbers. He's
I'm
up
happy
in
to
the
see him
race.
taking more time. He's been missing the cube action a little bit by going too fast.
So he's up in the race. He has better board. He has a shot.
Yes, nice double. Oh, it said no double. 0.012.
Well, we are not sure. It's only 4 player. Maybe XG Plus make it double.
Yeah. I think it's a very good double.
I mean, only reason that prevent him from doubling is the score 3-0. So he has to be a little bit, conservative with the cube.
Nice take by Chris. Very nice.
5-1.
The hit is slightly right. I'm not sure I would find that. But you do have him outboarded. You have 3 innerboard points to 2. That's one thing that argues for hitting. This play is just fine, according to XG. It's not easy. I think I might have hit because I just like hitting. Hitting is fun. Speaking of hitting is fun, you hit an anchor?
Anchor.
That's
And you're
right.
right.
Yep, hit an anchor. And the reason you anchor is I read this in a new book that just came out by some guy about prime versus blitz positions. Of course, this looks like a priming position, but it could turn into a blitz very easy. That's why you anchor. You don't want to get gammoned. Anchor's right.
I think the reason is that White has so many things to do in his front position, and he has to clean up some blots and focus on the front. If you have many things to do up front and back, then you would screw up.
I see. That's a concept that I actually haven't heard before.
Why not?
I don't know. Nobody told me that.
Like now, since front position is done, now he wants to work on offense,
That's
defense.
a beautiful play. Beautiful play. Tremendously improved his game. Now the shoe is on the other foot almost. Those two back checkers are the problem.
This could be redouble.
Really?
I said it could be.
You're right. I would not have found this redouble.
Well,
with those two checkers back.
You're down 0-3, and it's gonna be a 4 cube, not 2 cube. Oh,
Very
great
nice
double!
redouble by
wow,
Chris.
Chris
Very
playing
nice.
really
It's a big
well this
take.
match.
Very good. Chris is so impressive. His whole play, this whole tournament has been great.
It's a big take, but it's
a scary take.
scary double.
Very
I mean,
scary.
He could lose 8 points, easy. But since he has no bidder on the 3-point, he has to take it.
Good for him.
Wow,
Yes.
Kengo has the guts.
Nice job, Kengo.
Great take, great double, great take,
Yes.
great match.
This is going to be
65. How do you play 65? I think he has to hit. Yeah, he has to hit.
break your prime and hit? No.
No, it's very close though. 59.83 is very close.
No, the hit is... Oh, the hit is .010. You're right. It is close. Very close. I'm not. I don't think I would have hit.
What would you do then? Come out and come down?
Yeah.
But then you leave a bunch of shots anyway.
I just love having a 5 prime with my opponent having behind it. But
this game could be the last game even. If it turned out well for Kengo.
well, I'm not paying you by the game, Mochi.
Yeah, he's correct to take some time here.
Oh, yes. This is a hard play. And there's several options.
But I want to do something about the backman. You can't just stay back. I don't think.
He should have
It
come
is
out.
fine.
He should have come out if you're not hitting. Could get stuck.
Oh,
dancing
no.
is very, very painful.
I will shake once more.
Very painful.
2-1.
I don't think you button up. I don't think you anchor. Because it's harder to get out.
You shouldn't.
Yeah. It's better to come out with 4s and 5s than only 4s. That's why you keep them.
Now 3 is very important.
Very big.
Any 3. Is this 3?
Double
2.
twos.
Oh, wow.
Still an excellent roll.
I would make a bar and play 6-4.
And that's clearly right, making the bar in 6-4. That's
Looks
a
like-
good guess for a guy like you, Mochi.
Looks like identical position now. Identical here.
It's almost a 50-50 game exactly with that roll. And when you have a 50-50 game and you're holding a 4 cube, that's pretty good. You don't have a lot of recube big here to 8 when 4 already gets you up there. And 8 gets you to 11. My math isn't good.
Yeah, I told you this could be
the
the last game.
Yeah. Well, you knew that 8 and 3 was 11. I didn't.
Now you know.
Now I learned something every game.
Mochi's giving way too many hints. For
No, don't do that. You don't need to do that.
No.
Because the blitzing, it's not going to be successful at the
No.
moment. So you just do it.
He's got it.
Yep.
Good. Good play. Nothing wrong with looking at bad plays. It makes you feel better about the good play. 6 out would have been very good for him there. We might see a recube in a roll or two. The hit is right. Nothing else is close. This is it. This is a huge roll for the tournament for this young man from
No 5-4.
who came all
He
the way from
needs a 3.
Japan, and he doesn't
1-5.
he's okay, but it's not what he wanted. What? Oh, he's thinking about the hit. It might be right. No, it's very wrong. I can see why you think about it. Stop your opponent from making that prime. Get into a back game.
Well, hitting looks attractive because if you let him low, then surely he makes a 5 point. Sorry, 3 points. And the numbers are diversified. He has 8 to cover, 6 to out, and 3 and 5 to cover. So it's tempting, actually.
It's tempting. I'm willing to bet that you would make the right play here, though. It's just too big a blunder for you to miss this. But it could easily be missed by lots of players. I wouldn't call him names if he hit here.
Yeah, this is the difficult move for the player.
Yeah. This is a hard play for humans, as they say.
Yeah, it's easier to say
Easy to say.
when you see the analysis.
Sure. But for humans to make this play, it's a hard play. I might flip a coin here, but last time I tried to flip a coin, you wouldn't let me. You said you'd rather me decide. You remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah.
It wasn't coin, it was like a small
Oh, yeah.
top.
I had a little dreidel spinner top that said yes or no. I said, yes, I'm taking, no, I'm not. And he grabbed it and said, no, I'd rather you decide. It was the biggest insult I've had from Mochi in my life. He figured I'm more likely to get the wrong decision if I decided than if I let the top roll. The truth is, you're not allowed to use mechanical aids like that anyway.
Okay, let's get back to the game. If he hits, it gives him a good 3, good 6, and good 5. What's a bad roll here? 2-4 and 1-4 is bad. Dancing is
bad.
Of course, dancing is
Dancing
bad.
is
We
bad.
all know that. Yeah, Dancing or 1-4 and 2-4. So not too many. So 13 bad numbers. Oh no, don't do it. It's too much.
It's a big blunder.
Put it back.
Big
Put it back
blunder.
and see 38. You'll love it. Put it back to 38. 38, he will have like 1 and 6 and
He's
3
looking
and
at
5.
it. He's looking.
Yeah.
He's right to take this kind of time. This is very, very big with a 4 cube in an 11-point match. This is a
Oh my
huge
god, this
play.
is the match decider.
Oh,
Could
yeah,
be match decider.
Could be the match decider.
3-1. How do you play 3-1? 3 we know, I think.
Hit 2. Make the point. I think I make the point.
You mean the fruit climb? No. You make the anchor? I would double hit. Yeah.
It's double hit is right.
Good play.
Very nice play. It was tempting to make the anchor, but double hit gives you lots of time. Oh, big roll. This is huge. Huge. Super joker. Hitting choices right here also.
I think he has the hit on the 3-point. I think. I'm not sure.
It's right.
He could also step up to the 22, but it leaves way too many shots. And also the guy on the 4 points, screaming out to hit. It's way front-loaded.
It's a dilly builder that needs to get into play.
Exactly. But the downside is it seems like 5 is duplicated and you are not at the edge of the blind, but well, you have time to roll an ace and deuce, right? Yeah, that's a good play.
Nice play.
2-6. Now 5 is huge.
5 is huge, and he needs to come up also.
What's this?
2-6. Run, baby, run.
Wow.
Getting those back checkers out is very, very
Super
big.
volatile.
Very big.
Every load is decisive.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
The pendulum
Oh,
keeps
no.
swinging back and forth.
What's this? 2-1? Oh, what a...
That's a great anchor.
Well, it's not it's not what he wanted. He wanted the 5. Oh! What is this? 3-6?
I can't read the dice.
Another
3-6.
miss?
3-6.
Oh my god.
Out is good.
Wait. Take your time. Take your time. Please. Nakasuka-san, you have time. It's 4 cube.
He should come in to avoid getting hit. He should come
Okay,
in.
coming out is clear actually because
Yeah.
it's a
He
5
doesn't
line.
want to get hit here a second time.
Well, plus you're giving 1-6 and 2-6 as a hitter.
That's right.
That's too much.
So you leave your own 5s duplicated if you don't lift it.
Exactly.
Pretty close.
I think he gonna hit now. Yeah.
How did you know
knew.
that? You not only know how to play, you know what they're going to roll?
Well, I mean, he missed the critical moment twice.
Guys, keep the counters down. Let Mochi do the count.
Yeah, I think that's a good play. They're coming back from the 23. You don't want to stack over there. Is it 1-6?
2-6.
Okay. Game gets pretty even again. Okay, Chris has a 5 plan, but Chris has 2 men back. That's
Kengo was buried a little while ago, and it's completely changed around. It's a very close game now.
actually Kengo is favorite.
Yeah, it's a 57% favorite.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, basically this route is so bad. Chris is going to make a light play. He wants to stay back on the 17 because it's duplicating 5. Plus he can make his own 5 and 6 as a good number. Now he needs 5. 6-1? 6-1?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. We may be seeing a recube
Who is
here.
up in the queue?
We
Who is
may
up?
see a recube.
And 3 again? Wait a minute. Who is up in the race? Okay, it's not a Rikyu because
Because
it's
of the race?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
his take point, Chris's take point is like 15%.
15?
Yeah, 15. So it's way too early. But he's in
And-
a
And if you don't recube, you could win some gammons and win the match that way.
exactly.
A gammon here is the match for Kengo. Spent €7 to get here. He's already won 15,000 euros.
Yeah, but the 15,000 is nothing compared to the title.
Oh,
You don't remember
Well,
15,000 next year, you know?
speak for yourself. I'll take the 15 grand. And I have to say, the people who sponsored in Japan, Kenji in particular, you have to give him a lot of credit for making Japan backgammon what it is today. He sponsored a lot and helped a lot of people come up, including you, Mochi, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm trying to help them.
Mm-hmm. He's been very helpful to the game.
So it's huge, no double. He's just counting the race.
Right.
I don't think he's gonna double. Is it double 4 or 4 3?
Double 4-2.
4-2, okay. It may end up a simple race. Chris needs 5. 6-1 is acceptable. How do you play ace here? If you play 17-16 leaves what? Every 5 and 8, which is
17-16 is a big blunder. Because
Oh,
you're
yeah?
giving him double shots.
interesting. Why is that? So it leaves every 5 and 8, which is like 19 numbers.
The other way, you're giving him a direct 6.
No, but he could play 8-7.
Oh, I see. Right, 8-7.
4-1. It's probably a good shot, but
it's
it's
a very
also
good
very
shot.
scary. How many numbers?
You got to
Six.
do what's scary sometime. Got to do it.
10 numbers. 2-2. 11 numbers. I
Hits.
miscounted.
It's always the one you forgot that hits.
Was it right to hit with a 4-1? I
Yes.
think he did.
It
I
was
think
right by-
yeah, okay.
absolutely
okay.
right.
Okay. But still, now he came back to the Gammon City, maybe.
Wow.
He needs to come in.
This game is swinging.
3-5? 3-5?
Yep.
3-5.
Hit.
Now he has to hit?
He has to hit.
Wow.
He must hit. You have no options. This is
Now
a very
he's-
big roll. I'm going to say that a lot because they're all big at this score. He has
Wow.
2s, 5s,
Ace
and
to-
6s
ace
to
to
cover.
hit.
1's to hit. 6 covers.
6-2? 6-2?
That's beautiful.
Chris needs to enter.
If Chris
Otherwise,
doesn't
the
enter,
game gonna 6-1.
Well, he did enter.
Wow, that's great shot too.
what a great 6.
Yeah, great
Cover.
gammon saver.
Covers.
Yeah. I don't think he should play 10-4 because he doesn't gain enough, I think.
It's very close, but it didn't seem right.
Oh, 10-4 is right.
It's very close.
He could win more games, but he loses more gammons. So it's a great trade-off here. So he could actually win like 0.5% more games, but loses how many more gammons? I cannot
Yeah.
see.
He loses 8% more gammons.
Really?
8% more gammons, and it's worth it. Why? Because he's down in the score and he needs to gamble more. If the score were reversed, there'd be no
But
question.
Is it too much? Like he gains 0.5% winning chance and loses 8% more gammons.
Well, if you lose this game and you're down 7-0,
That's
you don't
right.
have much of a chance in the match. That's the reason.
that's right.
It's not like a normal loss to be go down 7-0. So you have to fight more to win here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's real close, though. Either play is .012. You can't fault him for either play. Over the board, I would have quickly made the point. I love this play. That took guts because he
Yeah.
could get hit with a
Yeah.
7. And he's risking that 7. Well, 11 plays pretty easily, just quietly in.
I think Chris's mental state is very strong now.
Oh,
He's very calm.
I would have a little confidence after I beat Victor Ashkenazi. And it happened to me once. Once. You don't slot, huh? It is right to slot. If it's close. I always like slotting in these positions, try to make the point. Double threes. Do we have a switch?
I think so. What's the race here? 7 pips
Yep.
up only.
Your
You have to stop him. So you're gonna switch.
switch is right.
You're gonna switch first, then think about the 2.
That's exactly right. First thing that came to my mind was the switch.
I would switch first, then think about the rest. I probably make the midpoint. Make the 6-3 twice and the 16-13 twice.
So you leave the blot on the 8 point.
Only 6-2 though.
Ooh. This
It's
is,
a little too much, giving not only 6-2 but also 6-1, 6-4 on double A's. For what? There's no reason actually.
well, he's looking at it. That's not legal. He's pointing it out. They're playing legal moves. All the stream matches are legal moves, and I like that, especially when you're transcribing.
Yeah, you can take a look at that play. Then you realize that lace is not up enough, and you don't do it.
Yeah, it's a close race, and you're giving your opponent a chance. Plus, there's no gammons this way. With the switch play, you might win some gammons and win the match.
Wow, you never lose gammon this way too. If you switch, you might lose gammon too. I mean, small chance, but it's possible.
Well, you're looking at the glass as half full and half empty. I'm looking at the full part. Lots of trade-offs in backgammon. You're always comparing risk and reward. Okay, he got that part right.
Mm-hmm.
He played
What?
it very well. Good
Yeah,
play.
what's their PR now? I think they're playing
I
really
haven't
well.
looked. A 4 is going to be the nail in the
4,
coffin.
7.
Uh-huh.
What is this? Ace 5?
5-1.
5-1.
That's a nothing roll. PRs
5-4.
and 4-2, 4-2 and 3. They're both playing very well. They both played better, but there's a lot of pressure and a lot of really complicated cubes and checker plays in this game.
I'm not gonna give any shot here.
And you're right.
Because you have many hitters anyway, right? As it is, you have any 4 to hit and 7 to hit, and
And getting hit is almost fatal.
yeah, getting hit is too big.
So you play safe.
I will play 7-2 here.
They're all close, but not leaving a shot is best. He needs to come in. This is
6-3.
big for Chris.
6-3 is a great shot.
3-1
1-3.
coming in is very helpful. 3.
And bring it in.
He's not going to
8-5.
step into a double shot, so he has to move. He has to move 8-5.
So he has 19 numbers to hit on the 16, and then what's extra?
4-1, 6-1, double 3.
No,
Make
4-1
the ace
is
point.
4-1 is counted.
Oh yeah, there's a 4. That's
4-5.
big.
That's great shot.
4 is huge,
You hit.
and you just bring it in and not take any risks. Bring it in. That's it. No risk. Nothing hits back. The big. Kengo was really in trouble in this game, and it's turned around completely. The 1 is very comforting for Chris. This
This is-
reduced his gammons by a lot.
We might see a cube in the near future. Assuming Kengo cleans up all the blots outside,
Why not now?
he could have.
Why not? I mean, I would have thought about the A cube right there.
Was it lead double? I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either, but I certainly would have thought about it.
It's close because Chris has no timing.
Yeah. And you're up 30 pips in the race. That's a pretty good racing lead. I would stop and think about the recube here for sure. And by the
Wow.
way, it shows redouble pass according to the checker plays. Oh, it's a redouble pass and he's just rolling quickly. Mochi, you got to have a talk with him about just taking more time. He took a nap in your room before the match. Maybe he took too long a nap. Does he can't think he's too good. Maybe he thought there were no market gainers and we should go ahead and roll. But was that possible?
I think he should know, Kengo should know the take point at this score.
I don't think a lot of people know it's 15%. It would take me a while.
I'm not sure if he knows about it, but he can guess pretty closely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's good enough to do that.
He's the type of guy who is good at those kind of things.
Uh-huh.
And we are playing a lot of 11 points. We have a league, Bansei League it's called, and it's only 11-point match. So he plays a million 11-point match already, so he should know it. Now he stopped thinking, and it's good.
He missed 2 doubles at least. This is still a redouble pass. This is on the edge of being too good, though. This is almost too good.
Yeah, even though he missed 2 doubles, it may be a small redouble, because the position was so strong. I don't think it was so volatile.
I'm sure he's thinking too good.
Yeah.
Because you don't see a market gainer right now. If your opponent rolls double 5s, you can still double them out.
I'm not sure about that.
I would.
Why? Like, it's only 8 pips now.
Yeah.
It's going to be a take.
Oh,
no?
I see. So that's the only market gainer.
Yeah. Now, is there any bad numbers? No, I don't think so.
6-4.
No, 5 or 5-4. 5-4 is the bad number.
5-4.
Now you got a double. 5-4, and I think that's the only number.
The other problem is there aren't that many gammons. With that open 6 point, he's going to be able to run pretty easily. Look, you can see there's only 8% gammons, so you have to weigh that as well, how many gammons there are. If you had 3 checkers on the ace, it would be clearly too good to double. But with 2 checkers on the ace, you just don't get enough gammons here. But it's close. It wouldn't be a terrible play to roll on. He's rolling on. Okay. You know how big it is to win a 4-cube at this score? I would just cash. Just to have that, just to be winning 7-0. Okay. Now what?
Now he should definitely double, I think.
What's a bad roll? 6-5?
Oh, only 6-5?
6-1?
No, 6-1 is
points?
good. 6-1 is fine.
Is 6-5 the only bad roll? The only one I can see.
5-1.
So, well, things like 6-3, 6-2, 6-1 leave an indirect, but that's not much. It's still a double and a pass.
What about 5-1?
5-1? Yeah.
So now he has two bad numbers, 6-5 and 5-1.
And 5-1, you're forced to hit loose and
hope.
hope.
Not too good anymore.
Yeah, it's clearly a double.
Yeah.
Cash it, baby, cash. Cash in your pocket. Get the 7-0 is a nice place to be. Come on, Kengo. So if he had no bad rolls, he might as well play on. But he does have some anti-jokers or market gainers.
Oh, no. It's risky.
It is risky.
6-1. Okay.
This isn't a big risk, but it's still a good roll.
I have some bad feeling about...
Yeah. Everybody knows what's coming now. Everybody knows what's coming.
Including players.
Yes, the players are sure.
Oh! Almost.
6-4.
Okay.
Goodbye, double pass.
7-0. Probably.
Double pass.
Maybe he takes one more roll.
He doesn't have 15%. Why take one more roll? What if white rolls double 6?
1 double sixes? Yeah.
How many gammons can there possibly be from here?
0.2.
0.02. 0.02. Yeah, you should play on for 0.02 gammons. I'm surprised it's only a 0.02 mistake not to redouble. Because there's almost nothing that can happen on the next roll where it's not a pass anyway. That's the reason.
Oh, Kengo-san, don't spend time on it. Just double. Because the game is gonna go on.
Yep.
He has only like 8 minutes. It feels like I'm almost watching myself.
You have no right to lecture about time. You get down.
I said I feel like I'm watching myself.
I know, but you use up the clock as much as anybody I know, and I've never understood why. I can't tell you how many matches I've been on the edge of my seat watching you with 5 games to go and 1 minute on the clock, or 2 games to go and 1 minute on the clock or less. You do it all the time. I think you're trying to psych out your opponent, make him think you're time pressured. The problem is you play it just as low a PR in a speed match. Okay, this 2-1 slot is usually right, but especially when you're losing, you got to gamble. And the 2-1 back is usually the slot also, but I guess that's not true when you're way ahead. In a money game, 2-1 slot followed by 2-1 slot. So it's different from money. It changes at every score, even the first and second plays. That's what's fascinating about match play. 7-0. All right, Mochi. What's the equity?
I think it's like 15% for Chris.
15%. That's why the take point was 15%.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was for the match.
What Kengo wants here is a simple holding game or pure race. There's no gammon. And that is what he wants to have. Six
And
is...
you're not going to get it with double sixes.
No. Still, it's okay. It's not a bad roll.
You make the ace.
Yep.
Oh, it's tie between making the ace or the deuce. I always like the ace here. I like holding the 8 point.
All right.
That's a nice roll.
Kengo loves to roll a 6-5 or 2-3. Is it
I think
1-3?
you anchor this. You said
2-1.
that's what he wanted.
2-1 is okay.
Yeah, you said he wanted an anchor, so he doesn't. You want to reduce gammons when you're winning.
Yeah.
In a match, and
Yeah.
this reduces gammons by a lot by making that anchor. You can't get blitzed now. It's harder to get primed.
I think Chris should make 9 points.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the 4 point. And you're right, of course.
Because he's down in the race and blocking a 6 is so important. You could possibly make 4 point later.
Wow, I would have gotten that one wrong. I would have made the 4 point. The harder one to make.
Is this 5-4?
I lost sight of the race. Good play.
Well, it's much harder for Kengo to come out.
Yes, no question about it now.
Is this 6-2? 6-1.
6-1.
Oh. Do you want to play big?
13-7, 6-5 is XG's play. You don't want that stack.
Yeah.
You don't
The thing is that
supposed to take a chance there.
Kengo's board is not strong at all. So you don't mind getting hit so much. And having a 7 point is huge. Now Chris's points are all stripped. He's not gonna make a new point. 6-5.
You bring them both around. Very simple play here. Just bring them both around. That's all you have. Forced by logic. FBL.
What's that?
Oh, you know what? With those 2 blots in the inner board, I can see why he's thinking about slotting the bar. It's still not going to be fun if he gets hit, and there's a lot of hit and covers.
Oh, like 2 down. Okay. The difference is now after 2 down, you don't have a cover. You only have an ace to cover. Before you have a 6 to cover, an ace to cover.
Yeah, your deuces and aces. Your deuce isn't very comfortable to cover with. You have to break your 8 point. That's why it's better to just bring him around. Plus, if he hits an indirect, he's going to have 2 blots, unless he rolls double 4s. That would be the only way he could hit and cover a blot. Oh, hit and cover 2 blots.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
There are many ways to cover one of them.
Yeah.
Like most rolls actually cover one of them.
Double 4 is the super joker here. Hits and covers both blots. Looks like 6-5.
He should just turn 2 down, I guess.
Yep, 2 down is right.
The midpoint does very little now. You don't need that.
You're up 15 pips in the race. You want to race. Didn't you once tell me if you're on the 3 point, if you're within 23 pips, you can take in a money game? I think that was the number you told me. But this is different because it's a match. And he's up in the race. So it's a take for a long, long time.
Well, computer said it was a double before.
especially at this score.
Yeah.
You got to be trigger happy to double when you're losing 7-0.
So he wants to go like 4-3, 1-6, 4-5, 4-6, double 4. Is it 1-6?
4-6. Gonna run because he's way up in the race.
Yeah, he should
Time to
run.
do it.
Yep.
Very clearly right. He would like to make the bar
Or
the
make
four,
the 3.
the 4 or the 3. And he,
This is not what he wants.
no,
I would play, I don't know. Maybe you hit? I don't know.
it's close. It's close.
10-5, 6-2 is a normal play. 11-7, 8-3 is the...
No, the hit
second
went to
best.
the top with plus, but only by a little bit. With those 2 blots inside, I love the hit.
If you hit, I love it. 11-7 for sure.
And that's right.
No.
No,
It's kinda
11-7
agree.
was right.
He has 2 blots.
Yeah. A dance should be double. Pass.
No,
Not a pass?
it's a take.
Because of the race?
Yeah, because of the race and because of stacked position.
Because of the score and only up 6 pips, I would pass it.
But there's almost no gammon. The take point should be the same. There's no risk of getting gammon. I mean,
Really?
there's
Yeah.
some risk, but not too much.
Wow. You're absolutely right, of course. It's a big double and a big take.
But just imagine, say he makes a 3-point and he enters on the ace point or this point. It's like game every
Ooh,
day.
he didn't double. You've got to be more aggressive when you're down 7-0. If I double,
I'm not sure about that too.
Yeah.
I could play 11-7.
right. 2-1. Come in on the 1 and cover your 4-point, which is correct. I got one right. Cover the 4.
Now you double?
Now he doubles.
Interesting. Is it stronger? Maybe.
It's a double.
It's actually
A
weaker.
big tape. Yeah, it's actually weaker. Because he's got a point in his board now, but he's up only 2 pips in the race. Maybe that was.
I think Kengo will take this.
At this score,
because-
I wouldn't fault him for passing. Lots of people pass, winning 7-0, but it's not
but
gammonish.
almo-
Good.
yeah, no gammon.
Yeah.
Almost no sweat. You know, I mean, there's a sweat, of course, but
Yeah.
not scary.
It
He's up
doesn't
to
cost
pips.
you much to be down to lose 2 points instead of 1. That's a major reason to take. I think it only changes your equity by about 4 or 5%.
How do you
tops.
play for 1? You make a bar?
I make the 4-point.
What about this? The
I would have made the 4-point. I would have been wrong by a little. The bar was right.
there's all indirect, so yeah. 2-1. Okay, you gotta step up in the ace, and maybe 12-10 or 8-6.
12-10 is right.
Yeah.
They're close. They're close. You're coming under attack now, and he has to attack unless he makes the 8-point. If he makes the 8-point, he won't have to attack. And he does. Oh, oops. Oops. This is tricky. You're supposed to make the 4-point, but then if he rolls a 6, you can kiss him goodbye. But you don't have a good alternative. Good play. Very good play. He was sorry not to make the 8 or point on him. He needed a 6 there.
Wait a minute, you can make a 5, by the way. Yeah.
He caught it, and you're right. It's better. He wants to hit and point. Double ones is a switch.
No,
No?
it's a
prime. 6 prime. Okay. If you look around, maybe it's wrong to hit and switch. I didn't see it at first. Okay, now he can hit loose and hope to get hit back. Okay. He's going to slot the ace and come in. Yep.
Oh, Chris
You'd
can
like to
win
get
gammon. Should he?
Wait a minute. He can't win a gammon. You said there were no gammons, Mochi.
I was wrong.
He doesn't have time to play this game anymore. He's just simply got to cover. Come into the 3s because you don't want to stack. Nothing exciting about this roll. 3-2 is right. Keep it nice and clean. 5-3, a clear from the rear. Clearly right. A dance. Where did they come up with the term dancing? Who said that was dancing when you stay on the bar? I like it, but I wonder where that started.
Mm-hmm. Why it says fun? When you dance, people call it fun too, right? Fun? Fun?
Fan.
Yeah.
Fan. Yeah. Well, in baseball, when you swing and miss, it's called fanning.
Oh,
on
that's
the
it.
pitch. That's a baseball term. Very
Okay.
simple.
Almost no gammon.
Here he comes. Okay. It's going to be a 2-point game. And again, the reason it was such a good take if there's no gammons is when you lose 1 point or 2, your opponent needs the same number of games to get to 11, and you don't really change things that much. Now, if Chris had 1 point, there would be a real difference. Losing 2 points really does hurt a lot more than 1 point, even that at that distance from the end. So really, you have to. These things are very intricate, and that again is what makes match play so much more interesting. It's much more of an intellectual exercise than money games. The transition is not easy for a lot of people.
Who won? Who won the other side? I think we have the result on the other semifinal. I'm not sure who won it.
Result?
I
We had a
think
lady
so.
playing in the other semifinal. Oh, they're clapping about something. Maybe we'll find out if it's over. All right, from here I go to New York, and then I go to Chicago for my son's wedding. Then I go back to New York. I spend about half my time in New York, and one of the things that draws me there is all the fun games and players. Every single Thursday night, there's a nice chouette at the Cavendish Club. John Barnett runs it. There's a lot of really good games in New York. I have a lot of students there, and I lecture at a few clubs. So New York's the place to be, and Mochi spends a lot of time in New York too. That's an action city. I think that's one of the. It might be the #1 action city in the world for backgammon. I think. And I'm happy to live. No.
Oh, I was so scared.
Yeah.
I saw that he rolled 4-3-6.
Yeah.
And he missed the play.
Yeah.
But
Because he was
rolled
playing it
4-6.
like a 3-6.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're both playing under 4, which is fine. They've had, the PRs are a little misleading. When you have a lot of tough decisions and a lot of tricky plays, any good player's PRs are going to be higher. If you see somebody playing at 1, yes, they played great, but they probably didn't have that many horribly tough decisions. That's one of the reasons you can play at 1. By the way, your fellow Japanese, his last 2 games in the main, Kazuki, he played at under 2 PR his last 2 matches.
It was the main tournament?
In the main tournament. Both of them were under 2 PR. You got so many great players in Japan, it's just amazing. And a bunch we never see because they don't travel. Like Othello, Hero, I'm sure a bunch more that I don't know. Double ones is a great roll. And you split. And your opponent's on the bar, why don't you split? And you do. That's right.
Well, you could have slot as a 7 because the 6 is duplicated.
Wow. Split looks so automatic to me. Another great roll.
Ace. Wow.
Makes 2 points, comes
That's a
in.
joker.
Wow. Big joker.
Equalize the game, basically. 5-2. I think he should step up with the deuce and come down.
That's what
Stepping up
XG,
to the 22 is very important to get out.
XG agrees with you, of course.
6-5.
You can run or make a point.
No, I will come out.
Uh-huh.
I could make the deuce point, but
It's a very bad play.
it's a very
Make the
bad
deuce.
play.
Yeah. A .23 error. He made the right play by far.
Or you leave a shot, plus he might end up in the 3-point game. Yeah.
Very good roll there. That's the point he
Simply the
wanted.
best. Kengo is up in the race. He just want to come out and go for the race. 4-3, nothing else.
He's thinking about coming up. That's what I call under the gun. Bill Riles, what happened in the other match?
Mario, cool.
Mario Cool won. Boy, has he an incredible tournament that he's had. He's done well in everything. He won the high roller event. He's played incredible.
Freak BG.
You want a freak BG? How'd they play?
He didn't have to feed.
Oh, that's right. You didn't have the feed. Okay. Well, she had to be proud to get that far. So Mario is going to be on my Giants list next year. I might even put Mochi on my Giants list next year. Double threes, hits, and runs.
No, maybe make the 3 maybe.
Makes the 3. Is right. Very nice.
Five one, great shot from the bar. It's one of the best. He needs 7 or 9 or higher. 8 is not a good number. He's stuck over there.
Aha. Making the bar is very big there. There's no direct out for Kengo now.
Double 2.
Double 2. You got a block, I guess.
You step up 11 and it's 6.
You don't block?
You're up in the race. You yeah. Now you're ready to come out. That's a great shot, by the way.
Yep.
Double 2.
This is an automatic
6
hit.
1.
Automatic
You
hit.
must hit.
You can't let your opponent get away.
So he needs 4 or 3 6. Should he do so? It could be close to double.
He rolled a 4.
Alright.
That's great. A great roll for Kengo.
Should he dance? I would double, I guess. And double take, I was
1
expect.
4 hits.
Great shot.
Must hit.
He wanted to come in on the 8th point, and he did, and he wants to hit. He did. No, it's not gonna be a double here because it's too many contact.
Also, the score.
Yeah, the score matters a
You're
lot.
not going to be loose with the cube when you're winning 7-2.
Is it 400 no double?
2-1. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
He wants out and cover. He got the cover. And the 3 just comes in. Okay. Kengo needs a 6. He wants a 6 badly. He didn't get it. I don't know about this one. Mochi, what do you do?
I would clear the 11, I think. I could possibly keep the 5 blind, but
It's close. It's close. The 11 or giving up the wow. 7-3-6-3.
yeah, I mean, I could keep the 11, but the 11 might be burden, not the asset anymore.
Two plays that are very close with very different approaches. This play is fine. Very good. In fact, it's the number
Wow.
1 play. It's ugly, but it's better than the alternatives. Keeping that 11 has some value. Here he just runs out, I think. He's right. That's correct by a lot.
Yeah.
Kengo really needs a 6, and he doesn't get it. Rolls a 3-1. Pretty ugly roll. That's all he can do.
Could it be double?
I would hit with a 2. I might even hit with a 5 here. The 2, you're right. You're hitting and coming down for the builder. 13 sevens. Not a hard play. And you hold your breath and hope he doesn't roll a 3. If he doesn't roll a 3, it's going to be over. Oh, he does a 3-1. The one's uncomfortable, but you're still happy you hit. He played it right, of course. I think he goes up to the 5 point, doesn't he? Yes.
Yeah, he
Yes.
should.
He needs that spare up there. To be
Now Kengo has many bad numbers like 5-4, 5-1, 4-3.
You said 5-1. I'm going to tell him you said that. This is your fault, Mochi.
What would you do with 5-1? Maybe you should hit on slot?
Hitting is right.
Hit on slot and take the cube.
Oh my God. Hit and leave 2 blots.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. You're leaving a bunch of
And
shots
nothing else
anyway.
is close. I mean, that's amazing play. Do humans find that? You would have found that play? Wow. You did find that play.
Well, I find the play, but I'm not sure if I can take the cube. And this is a pass.
Can you take the cube if you made the other play?
That's why
I wouldn't take it because
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
gammons. And you're winning in the score.
That's what I said. I'm not sure if I could take the cube anyway.
So if you're not going to take the cube, why not make your play?
Well, if I'm not going to take the cube anyway. I'm going
either
to
way.
make a pretty play.
Yeah, either way. Okay.
It's good for the watchers, you know.
But with the other play, you might make them think he's too good. It's my ploy. That was I just like to see the equities on that. Your idea of the hit and slot and leaving 2 blots never would have entered my mind. And it was right. It was the right play. This is a big pass. Not a big pass. 0.06.
Well, it's a pass because of the score, I think.
Yeah, at other scores, this could easily be a take. Because he's not under attack that much. It's a good pass. Very good play.
4 away, 8 away.
I want to remind you that the next round, which would be the finals of the undefeated, will be at 2200 Monte Carlo time, 10 o'clock tonight. Should be a very exciting match. Mario Cool will be one of the players versus the winner of this match. And the winner of that is going to play Frank Frigo tomorrow at 3 o'clock for the championship.
Okay.
For the World Championship.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. Taking a break here. I could use one too. I think that doing commentary is almost as hard as playing sometimes. Of course, I'm doing it for many hours, and I love it, and I enjoy it, and I'm so happy to be here in Monte Carlo. But it's work. But it sure is fun when you got people like Mochi sitting next to you. All right, let's take a look at the money. I know you're not supposed to focus on the money. Mochi doesn't even know how much money is involved. The winner of the tournament, the world champion, gets 77,000 euros, plus there's a 14,000 euro side pool. A finalist makes 31,000. Coming in 4th and 5th, which these players have already done, makes 8,000 euro. Winning this match means you make 16,000 euro. So Mario's already up to 16,000 euro. The last chance winner, in other words, the loser of this match goes in the last chance. No, these people cash. So other losers who win in the last chance, they could still win 10,000 euro. 59 of the 200 players were in the side pool. I must tell you, I almost always get in the side pool, and I played in this tournament, and I didn't. You got 200 players, including a tremendous number of world champions and giants. It's not good equity for me to get in the side pool. I want to remind you also that you can bet on the finals. You can bet on the next match. Go to clubgourmet.dk. When you go to that site, clubgourmet.dk, all kinds of warnings come up saying, don't go to this site. It could be dangerous. We don't know who it is. It's safe, and your money's safe. We've got Morton Holm, who's got a stellar reputation. He paid out a lot of money last year when Sander won. A lot of people bet on Sander. He got killed. And he happily and nicely paid everybody, of course, or he wouldn't be back. It's kind of fun to see what the odds are, even if you don't want to bet. Go to the site and see what the odds are of Frank Frigo winning based on who he plays. I don't think he's going to be a big favorite over anybody. Not that nothing against Frank, but everybody who's left is very, very good. We know Mario for sure is a 50% chance of being the one in the finals, and these two players are great players too. So we're not talking about any kind of a slaughter in these finals. And it's going to be really exciting, the world champion. There's nothing like it. Well, Tara's here, and I don't have a problem. I got Tara here. It almost bothers me. I have nothing to ask her because every time I have a problem, she solves it. And Bill Riles, her partner, the two of them setting up the streaming. And it's not easy. If you looked at the pictures on my Facebook site of the amount of equipment and that it takes and the amount of technology, it's unbelievable. Of course, and Tara went to college for 6 years studying technology, didn't you? Not a bit. She majored in French? Wow. She majored in French, and she's a technology genius. And Bill told me you'll just learn it all by trying. My son, by the way, has a major position at Dell Computer, in charge of a lot of technology, and he got a master's degree in design, but he said that the only way to learn computers, the only way to really learn how to work computers and the technology is just to play with it. Never be afraid of pressing a button. But anytime I have a problem, I call him and he says, Dad, did you turn it on? Dad, unplug it. And usually he's right. That's all it takes to fix something. Tara gave me some good advice today. She said, get a new computer. My computer died.
Open your chat for you again.
Oh, I'm here. I'm on the chat. Here, look.
There you go. You got it.
I got it. I've been watching the chat.
Yeah, if you hit the.
Somebody said, what time are the finals? They're tomorrow at 3 p.m.
There we go. Hang on, let me see. Let me make sure you're on the right one.
I am on the right one.
You are.
And by the way, I was in Istanbul doing the commentary there, and when the first match started, we were totally dead. We couldn't do the streaming at all. We were totally dead, and about 3 minutes before, we screamed and yelled for Tara and Bill, and they saved the day. We wouldn't have had the UBC streaming without them from Istanbul. Was that a month or two ago when I was in Istanbul? Almost 2 months now, I guess. And by the way, the UBC is one of the greatest tests of skills ever because you have to win both the PR and games. And we had incredible players competing, 16 very, very top world-class players. And guess who won? A guy named Mochi. And he's going to play Sander, who won it last year. They're going to have a repeat of their championship UBC match in Copenhagen in December. So the cream does rise to the top in this game, but especially when you're playing with PR as well as with wins and losses. I was just mentioning about how you won UBC and you're going to play Sander in December. What happened in the last match you played Sander? Was it close?
No, it wasn't close.
He beat you last time?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why Sander catapulted to the number 2 position on the Giants list. He didn't quite etch out Mochi for number 1. But we'll find out in December when they meet again where they're at. Because, again, it's both PR and winning the match. I guess you just play for PR when you do that and hope to win the match. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
I mean, basically, find the best play. I mean, he's a best player anyway, so why don't you do anything else? And finding the best play alone is very difficult.
Yeah. You might as well just work on that. Okay, 2-5.
Yeah.
Kengo still has a good lead in this match. I think he's 70% in this match. I think it's 70-30. Is that about right, Mochi? Mochi's using Neil's numbers on his fingers?
25%.
25?
Yeah.
You use Neil's numbers? Is that what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you, Neil Kazaros, for all of you've given to this game. Match equity table, Neil's numbers. Okay, got a pretty quick double here. And I think because of the score, it's a very good double. And it's a small take.
Wow, it could be a pass.
Could be a pass. He's taking. Very small. There's a lot of gammons here. 20% gammons. That's what you want when you're down in the match. You want to go for gammons. That's why I hit here. I go for blood, come down and hit. And it's right. Oh, it's very close to not hitting.
But by the way, key of the rest of the game is the clock. The both players in short of time, and you have to play fast. Otherwise, you're not gonna have enough time on the end.
Yeah, 6 minutes.
Oh, he has a hit.
Yeah, no, it's close.
Oh, it's close.
It was close, but I thought you had a hit. It wasn't real bad not to hit.
Yeah, but it's a big swing with the 2-4.
Yeah, it's a big swing in the number of gammons too, which is a major thought you have to have when you're down in the match.
All right.
This play's good.
So he's up 18, which is nice.
Kengo is very happy to make that 20 point, to make the golden point. That's going to reduce gammons tremendously. Now, losing 2 points instead of 1 point at this score does hurt. That's why it was a bare take.
I think a transcriber screwed up this one. He entered the double 4 opposed to 6-4. So now maybe somebody has to stop the game. Yeah, now transcriber realize that something is
Yeah.
wrong.
The transcriber will catch
Maybe
it.
I should help him.
Yeah, go ahead. They're pausing for that reason. The transcriber's looking. Mochi's going to go make sure they get it right. He put the wrong move in last time. Neil Kazuo said he liked the close take. I remember I was in my first big finals in Novi, and my friend Neil was standing there, and on my way to play Sankiewicz, I said, any advice? He said, pressure him with the cube. Those are Neil's words, and I've been doing that ever since. It's really good advice, especially when you know you're playing somebody like Sankiewicz. All right, they're correcting the XG. We can get it right. Thanks for the help, Mochi. Or 2. Not exciting, but making the 1 point is right. Thanks for your help, Mochi. They needed to be corrected.
No problem.
6-3, 4-2. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. This is not a gin position at all for Chris. A lot of things can go wrong here, but this roll is pretty critical not to roll a 6 for Kengo. And he doesn't. But no, he's either got to crash or volunteer.
He doesn't need to. He can play safe. Like 7-6, 7-4. Sorry, 6-4, 6-2. What's the right play here?
It's
you got a
close.
volunteer.
It's
Okay.
close. It's close.
His shot is huge. Unless it's very close.
Oh, double 6 is a very good roll.
Wow.
Aside from the pips, just to safely bring your checkers around, that's a real help. Chris's equity just jumped quite a bit.
So white has 1-4. And 3-4 is pretty uncomfortable. Oh, 3-4 is very bad. Double 4 also.
Well, you got to clear your 6 point on those bad ones.
3-1 is fine.
That's very good. He's 80% to win this game now.
Is it 5-4?
Looks like 5-2.
5-2. A lot of glares.
Yes, there has not been glare until today. The dice they have the non-glare dice that Tara and Bill had specially made, but it's,
Where did it go?
yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm going to find out. It may be the lighting. Maybe they got to change the angle of the lighting, but I want to see if we can get that glare reduced so everybody can read the dice easier. In the meantime, I'll try to call out the dice as much as I can. Come back at 10 o'clock tonight for the finals of the Undefeated. The winner of this match against Mario Cool. That's all you can do. There's not a bad roll now. 2-1. And his next roll, there could be problems, but let's see what Kengo does. He has to run with at least 1. Will you run with 2 or 1, Mochi?
I would run for 2.
And it's right by a mile.
Yeah. Almost no game
Right
by
a
staying
mile.
back.
And
I don't
race
want
is
to.
close.
Yeah, I don't want to be picked up by like 1-3. Like 1-2 small numbers.
And you're not out of the race, and you never get gammon when you make that play. Very good play, Mochi. This race is not gin.
Not Jin. He has a gap on the 5. Oh,
it's
no.
gin. It's gin. I don't know where that term came from either, but we call it gin. I played
Yeah.
gin rummy, but
Is there any special meaning in English, Jin?
well, when you play gin rummy, the best thing that can happen to you is
Okay,
you get gin.
what does Jin Lami mean then?
Gin rummy is a card game.
Yeah, I know. But why you call it Jin?
That's the name of the game. And if you put all your cards together, all 10.
No, I know what the Jin Lami is, but why you called
you
that
call it
game
Jin?
Jin Lami?
Well, why do you call Japan Japan? I don't know where names come from. The only name I know that makes sense is the word egg, because that's the sound a chicken makes when he lays an egg. Egg. Every other word, I don't know where it came from. Okay, this match is getting closer. Kenji was running away with it. And
Kengo.
Oh, Kengo.
Yeah.
I say Kenji. Kengo is running away with it, and now look. He's only a small favorite now, maybe 55, 60?
64%.
64%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once it was 7-0.
Yep. You got to give Chris credit for keeping his cool, playing well, giving it everything he's got. He's been so cool over the board. He really impressed me. And he's a nice guy. Unlike so many of the English. No, I didn't say that out loud. I'm kidding. There are a lot of my friends.
Is it 4-6?
Three, 2. Nice shot. The anchor is right.
The 4-away, 6-away is good score for the leader. If there's gammon, he can double aggressively. If there's no gammon, he can double aggressively. Because 4-away is basically a great score for the leader.
Uh-huh.
You can always win, double gammon on the match. And winning 2 points is also nice too.
I think winning 1 point's nice.
Well,
Just winning is nice.
winning 1 point is not as nice because it puts you 3 away, which is like kind of stupid score.
Makes your gammon's inefficient if the cube is turned.
Yes. Is it 6-6? Wow.
6. This is big.
Is it the best roll? It is the best roll.
Gotta be. It goes. Just go all the way to the 9 point, all the way around.
Just to make the 9 point.
This is
I know you
pretty
will.
simple. He does.
So, okay, now Kengo is up 7 pips.
11 pips. No,
yeah.
6 pips.
6 pips. So he just want to run 1-4. What would you do with 1-4? So 39, 30? Okay. Leaving 1-6 and
That's
4-3.
reasonable. That's a reasonable play. A little bit rough, but he was supposed to stack. Supposed to stack the 9, but that's close. A 6 would be very, very big here. 6 almost anything. There it is. That's a very big 6. Very, very big 6.
It's very close to double.
Yeah, I think if he fans, it's going to be, I think.
What about okay, yeah, maybe just fun.
Oh, comes in and hits. That's the opposite of a fan. How quickly this game turns. Kengo was on the verge of a cube, and now he could get in trouble. Double threes is not as good as it looks. That's not bad. Not bad.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty good. If you see the play, it's good. If you don't see the play, it's not a very good roll. Took me a second to see it. All right, I guess I should think before I speak, huh? 2-3.
Wow, it's a cube saver, I think.
Just coming in.
I don't think you should hit. You're outboarded. Yeah, you just do that. Yeah, maybe it's no double.
Chris showing great restraint here. I think it's no double also, but with those 3 checkers back and semi-primed. Well, this is not a great roll. This I know is not a great roll. Doesn't hit, doesn't make a point.
Then how do you do?
How do you do?
Would you make the 18 or would you...
Making the 18 is the only play by a mile.
Oh, yeah? Oh, wow,
By
okay.
a mile. And
But it also looks scary to make 18.
it does, but
you're-
very, very big blunder there. 0.328 blunder. Wow.
Is it 5-3, 5-2?
5-2.
So either come down or 8-6.
That was the right play by far. Good
5-4
play.
and double 4.
Good play.
5-1. It could be a double.
Yeah, coming out was good.
It's close to double, I think.
Well, I asked myself if my opponent would take or drop, and it's a little scary. I would double.
1-3, 1-4, 3-4.
You nailed it. It's a small take.
Oh, it's a big double and a small take.
Big double,
I
small
thought the
take.
other way around. It's a small double and big take. That's what I thought.
Yeah. But he rolls. He just rolls. He missed one there. He really missed one there.
That was a big one. Yeah. As I said, 4-way is a great score for the reader. You can double actually. Oh, wow.
What
That's
a
massive
shot.
swing.
What a shot. A shot heard around the world. Woo.
Now what? Is it double?
Oh. Could it be? With those two checkers back? No. Not close.
Well, I mean, it's one roll away. If you roll a 4, it's a double. Double pass, maybe.
I think you're rationalizing. This is nowhere near a double. But you're seeing you're looking forward, which is what you have to do in this. He is doubling. Wow. The big no double and a monster take. Monster take.
I think Kengo gonna take this.
He
Yeah.
took it. He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
He took it. There's a thing called reverse Woolsey's law. If you're not sure your opponent has a double, then for sure you have a take. It's a real easy way to look at those kind of plays. There's your 4.
Where's the 1? Would you play 9-8? Is it too much?
No, 9-8 is right, but only a little bit. 5-4 is okay.
10-9 looks
No,
not effective.
that's a blunder. I'm surprised it's a blunder. Didn't seem like it would be that big a difference, but it is. Getting that extra builder is big. Uh-oh. He plays what he knows he's going to do. That's forced.
Now you're gonna play.
besides the last one.
Yeah, 13-8.
Good
Yeah,
play.
You're gonna take that
Good
risk.
play.
The game
This
is
is
not
a
over.
very big roll. Oh, that is a big roll. Oh, bigger than I
This
ever
is what?
dreamed.
Like 1.
Oh, he comes in and hits.
Wow, joke
Two
after
Joker. Joker. How exciting could this be? In and with the 5, are you hitting?
I don't.
You hit is right, but by a
Hit is
little
right?
bit.
Wow, I wouldn't hit that.
You wouldn't?
Yeah, my
Oh, you would.
my lure here. No, I would not hit here because I'm up in the race and I'm out of board. I don't hit. That's my simple rule.
Uh-huh.
But apparently it's wrong.
It's close. It was close. Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Hitting is right.
Yeah, I think
Hitting is right.
you should hit. And what to do with the ace?
Part of the reason you hit is
Maybe you
that
should
blot
play-
on the ace point.
Maybe you should play 4-1 hit. Yeah.
Yep.
You don't even anchor because if you anchor, it's hard to get out. Maybe you wanna spread out. Okay, you have to hit. You have to hit.
All right, this is the second best play, but hitting was right. Anchoring is not helpful. Oh, a hit and cover. This is huge. We've seen 10 huge rolls this game.
It is kind of prime against prime now.
Yeah, but I like Kengo's position.
Yeah, of course. He has more time. So
The sticks out is big. Oh,
Oh wow.
That's
so
game.
what's the take point here?
that's game.
So it's like 20%, I think.
6 away, 4 away. Yeah, it's around 20%.
So
But
does
the
he have a
gammon value,
20%?
the gammon value is
But
really
you don't
big.
win gammon here. He has an anchor.
Pick and pass.
Yeah. And should he roll Fury, I would double. Yeah, this is double pass, I think. I would double this.
He just rolled quickly.
I'm
Wow.
not sure.
You may be right or wrong, but he should be thinking about it. He's got enough time on the clock. 4 minutes isn't that bad. He's thinking now. It's a redouble we're talking about, not a double. This is really big.
I would double this.
Uh-huh. 2-1. Okay. He's up 15 pips in the race. His opponent has to get a shot and hit it and win from there. That usually tells you it's a double. This is a very good roll. This causes a little problems coming in and improves his board.
Is it double ace?
Double ace.
So you play safe. You're not gonna leave any shot.
And how do you,
11-10 is the fast move.
Yeah. 9-7-2 is the best.
Really?
That's the best move.
Wow. 5-2. Wow, and he found it?
Yep.
Great play.
He found it. Very good play.
I wouldn't have done that.
5-2. 6-4. He's going to be punished for not doubling.
He's
'Cause
doubling
it's-
now. Maybe
yeah,
he takes.
But he's lost his market.
Maybe he takes. It's not. Actually, it was a take.
He's lost his market. This is not a take.
But look at the checker play. It's 987 means take.
You're using facts. That's the problem. You're using facts and logic. It's a pass. 0.005.
Do a plus plus.
And if that doesn't work, then you want to roll it out. I know you guys.
Yeah, but Kengo-san, you are up 13 pips. He has both broken.
Oh,
Now, why don't
the
you double
double is
this?
clear. The
If
take
you don't
is the
double
question.
it when you double.
No. He's missed a lot of doubles this match. He's been very slow with the cube.
Maybe he get nervous now. You know, this is probably a Monte Carlo effect. Monte Carlo effect.
Well,
You know.
I would be nervous. I've been
No, all of a sudden you might think like, oh, I want to protect this lead. You know, I want to be a little bit more conservative. This is dead. You're not only up 12 pips, his board is broken,
Yeah, it's a big pass.
and there's no sled basically. Now, what are you afraid of?
Maybe you're taking a long time hoping he'll take.
Come on, you have to show your guts.
Yeah, don't waste
right?
don't waste your clock either. It's
You
a big double.
you can't become world champion without playing. Showing some guts. No way.
No.
This disappoints me a lot. This disappoints me a lot. Six two. Okay, you can still change your mind and double. I know for one isn't great low, but look at this position.
Mochi, if you yell double loud enough, they might be able to hear you. They're not that far away.
Maybe he doesn't listen to me anyway. Yeah, I feel like he's getting nervous now. That's a bad sign.
Yeah, this is just about anybody would find these cubes. There he goes. There he goes.
There's no chance that Chris is gonna take this. It's way too much. If he had double like 3 rolls before, there's a chance that Chris is gonna take it.
Yeah,
And it's
there's
more
a chance to
difficult.
get a take. Yeah, very bad
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
Very bad
no,
game for Kengo.
I mean, I know the player's feeling now you are 9-5, right? So you're like, you're gonna win, right? But it's not. 9-2 over 6 over, a lot of things gonna happen. And you have only 3 minutes. You have to double when you should double.
That's good to know.
I mean,
You should put that in your book. Double when you should double. That's a very good axiom. I have to tell you, your book has helped my game a lot. That chapter on Blitz versus Prime is worth gold. And Mark's part is very good too on the doubling cube. All right, 3-2. I like to bring 2 down on these, but it's usually wrong. You're giving him too much, and you need to put pressure on the outfield.
so anyway, at this score, Kengo wants to play safer.
And he did a wonderful thing here. Making
Yeah.
that advanced anchor is about the best he could hope for right now. It's gammon save when you make a high anchor.
Yeah, he has established the high anchor in 2 rolls. That's a great start. Now all he needs is like double sixes now.
Somebody in the chat pointed out he lost a game where he could have doubled and should have won. So
Yeah, game should have
that's the
been
one thing
over.
Kengo's going to work on, I'm sure, after this match.
No,
You know?
I think he was strong enough to figure out. It's just Monte Carlo effect, you know.
Uh-huh.
He get nervous.
But if he's going to beat Mario Cool and then Frank Frigo, he better get those right.
Right.
Bar point.
Yep. This is a great game for Kengo.
Oh,
no
yeah.
gammon. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Incredible.
One, make the 5 for sure, hit the 12 for sure, then think about the rest. I think you should make the bar, I guess. Yeah.
It's fairly close, but the bar is better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to play more offensive when you're losing.
Exactly.
That's another reason.
Yeah.
Come all the way up. You want to be able to fly. You certainly won't see Kengo doubling very soon at this score because your opponent has an automatic redouble. So it's hard to double when you're the one who's 2 away. You can only double when he's right at his take point.
Yeah, what I enjoy at this score is taking the non-gammon cube as a 2 away.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
You have no risk, and if you're lucky, you win without, taking a risk. So
As long as there's no gammons.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Taking a gammon cube is very scary.
But making that high anchor pretty well solved that problem for Kengo in this game. As long as he keeps that high anchor. $12-8 is right here.
By the way, 2 away, 8, 2 away, 6 away, the player is supposed to have 8 minutes. And now they have only 3 minutes or less.
Uh-huh.
So
So they do have to play
Uh-oh.
faster. This is very big. It doesn't give him a very large race lead, but it does give him a race lead. 9 pips. Oh, there we go. That's a monster roll. That's it. That's a game changer. Wow. Now the pip's on the other foot.
yeah.
Wow. Double six.
So the game is, he's up 8 pips.
8 pips.
Okay, it's not gonna be a double yet, I think.
They're working. They're stopping for the transcriber.
Yeah.
Aviv does a great job. And I used to have this job at the World Championships, and I'm telling you, it's tension.
Oh no, it's 4-2, not 6-2. No, not 5-2. No.
He got it.
Yeah,
4-2.
he got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, they're back on track. Double
Oh.
fours, another huge roll.
I think he just lost the market.
Just race, and then why isn't he just racing? Because he wants to give his opponent a chance to take?
No, but it's just
Better distribution?
two crossovers.
Really?
Yeah, what's
I
the
mean, it's
downside?
a pass no matter what, yeah. There's no downside
Yeah.
if you know he's passing.
Yeah, no, I mean, unless he roll like huge doublet,
Yeah.
it's gonna pass. And
Yeah.
if he does roll a huge doublet, then it's better to have 2 crossovers.
I got you. Okay,
2 away,
5 away,
5
2
away.
away. There's something unique about this score. The leader's take point is only 17%. It's very low if there's no gammons, and it's for exactly the reason Mochi said, because your downside is not that bad if you lose 2 points, and your upside's huge. So at this particular score, you're going to take more cubes if you're leading, unless there's gammons. This is a duplication play.
Well, also because you don't want to put him in a 2 away, 4 away score,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
very good for the trailer. I think we see a lot of double sixes in this match.
We've seen
An
a lot of-
effective one.
We've seen a lot of joker rolls in this match, too. A lot of turnaround joker rolls. My voice is getting sore from screaming. I'm getting so excited about the plays here and the rolls. I play a lot of games. There's nothing more exciting than backgammon. Nothing comes close.
Three one.
Are you slotting?
I
Understand?
am not sure.
It's not right, but it's not bad. I was tempted to slot to unstack the 6 point, but it's wrong.
Then you're giving 3, 5, 6, and 4 to hit. It's
Yeah.
maybe too much. at
Too
this
much.
score.
That's why it was wrong. It's a good play.
I think I want a 4 more than 3. But I love 2-1.
I love 2-1. I love making my 5 point, making a 4 prime. 6-2 makes a point. Very clearly right.
Is it 4? 2-1.
2-1.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Play is clear. He's going to want to pound on him.
He did.
He pounded on him
He did.
beautifully.
And the
That
cube
was
is
a
coming.
big roll.
I think cube is coming.
Cube is coming,
Unless he rolls 7.
especially at the score.
He did
He
7.
rolled 7.
Otherwise, I'm going to double.
Yeah,
I mean, at this score.
sure.
This 5-3.
Up and down.
4-3, okay.
Up and down. Absolutely right. Now he wants to pound him. And
Is it double sixes
yeah,
again?
double sixes.
Wow.
I think there's more sixes on these dice than other dice. Got to check the dice. There's some games I play in where you better check the dice because there could be more sixes.
Like your game? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a huge roll.
Yes. Another joker.
2-5 and 3-4 over 3-6.
Double six.
Okay, Kengo will never double position like this as long as he can win gammon, because that's the safest win to win the match.
That's right. He can win the match with a gammon without turning the cube, so why take the risk?
Yes.
3-2.
So the basic strategy at this score is just playing on until gammon is 0. You know, as long as the gammon is involved, you want to take a low. Five one. I think you wanna hit like 8-3, 8-7. You could also play safe, but yeah, the blot on the 4, and you can win gammon.
I would have automatically played 2 checkers off the 8, but XG is saying 7-6. Why? Oh, more covers. That's why. You have more covers that way.
Yeah, but this is what I do over the board, I think.
That's the second best play, but it was my play also. And fewer covers. Again, he's not doubling because of the score.
Yeah.
And there are 30% gammons here, so he could win the match 30% of the time. And even if he wins 1 point, he's a big favorite in the match because of the Crawford rule, because his opponent can't double for 1 game. That's really a big part of this game. I love the Crawford rule. And in money, I love the Jacoby rule.
You love the Crawford rule? I hate Crawford rule. I hate the guy who created the rule.
Yeah?
It's so unnecessary, in my opinion.
The Crawford rule?
Yeah, it just confuses new players. We can play backgammon with the Crawford rule, no problem. I love Jacoby rule, just without the
Really?
game. Yes.
Well, Chiva's got a tournament coming up where 5-point matches with no cube. I think that's very interesting. Very innovative. Chiva does a lot of innovative things, like a speed gammon tournament. I think he's been a blessing to this game.
Oh, Chris needs to come in. Otherwise, the game is gonna be over.
41% gammons.
2-1 would be great, double 2 is good, but any deuce is fine, because you can save the gammon more. 6-1.
I think Chris is going to roll it. He wouldn't have gotten this far unless he rolled some good rolls along the way. And I've seen him.
Well, I'm sure same goes to Kengo.
Kengo had to do some good rolls too. I got you. I got you. That's right. They're both the same distance
Yeah.
away. I've just seen more of Chris's matches that have been streamed, mainly because he was playing Victor. I think is why they streamed his matches as much as they did.
Is it double 5?
Big
5-4.
roll. Big roll.
Wow, now
This
what?
could be the match. 60% gammons. Wow. Very unfortunate for Chris the way this game unfolded.
It's not over yet.
Far from over yet.
How do you play 5-2?
I leave a checker on the 6 and the 4, and it's right. It's right. It was right to play 9-2. You get more gammons that way, and there's not that many shots. I've fallen in love with the configuration of having 3 on the 6 and 3 on the 4. It's not as bad as you'd think. Oh, come on, 2 off. 4-1.
Yeah, I think it's 2 off too.
Come on, 2 off.
Yeah.
Almost automatic.
Yeah, I mean, cube is in the middle, so you can cash maybe.
Yeah.
And his take point, the Kengo's take point is pretty high. Pretty low. So even if he gets hit, he can take very deep. Anyway.
Now it's just a matter of whether he wins the gammon or not. If he wins the gammon, he wins the match. If he wins the point, he's a huge favorite.
What's the
Not a
winning
bad
chance?
position to be in.
What is his gammon chance here? It's like 65?
Let's see.
Maybe less. I think it's like 50. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 or 4. Oh no, I think Chris is a favorite to save the gammon. 5, 3.
Yeah, looks like he's favored to save the gammon.
He has like 21 pips to save the gammon. And Kengo has 22 pips, or 18 pips. But the Chris is on low. Oh, small. I think he's still favorite to save the gammon.
Yep. He came in quickly. That's a good roll. Taking 2 off was big there. Very, very big. If he doesn't roll a 2, his gammon... Oh, that's a very good roll for Chris. Bring it in. Now, and he...
Oh, okay. 6.
That's right. It was
okay,
right.
Okay.
2 off again is big. It's big.
So close.
He needs a 5 or higher with something besides a 1 or a 3. No.
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 There are 20 numbers. Well, double 2s work. So there's 19 numbers that miss and 17 that win.
He did it.
That's the match. That's the match. Great match by both players. They showed a lot of class. And we're going to see a very exciting match at 2200 with Kengo and Mario Cool. 2 great, great players. And one of them is going to have a shot at the World Championship with Frank Frigo tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Mochi, what a pleasure to do the commentary with you. Thank you for your comments and for your insights. And why are you sitting here, by the way? Why aren't you in the finals? What happened?
I don't know. I love you so much.
He loves me so much he has to be here. What happened is almost all the superstars and world champions got knocked out in the first round of this tournament. It was amazing. All the favorites got killed.
Yeah, I mean, all the players except 3 players in the tournament get knocked out. So.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Good players and bad players.
It was crazy. So you're going to have a talk with Kengo about his cube action, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. What else about his game?
Yeah, I mean, Kengo plays really well in the beginning of the match, I think.
He played very well.
Yeah.
How's his English?
His English is fine.
Good. I want to interview him then if I can.
Average Japanese.
Yeah, let me get him over here. Why don't you interview him? Kengo. Stay tuned. We're going to interview Kengo here. Mochi, why don't you do the interview? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice win.
Yeah, thank
Have
you.
a seat.
Yeah.
So I understand that you paid a lot of money to get here, right?
To pay.
You had to pay seven euro. And thanks to Kenji and other people in Japan,
Yeah.
to win that tournament.
Yeah.
And you might be the world champion in 2 more matches.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
You can't believe it.
Yeah.
Have you ever played in a big tournament before?
No, this is my first international match.
Oh my God! You got to be so excited.
Yeah.
You played very, very well.
Yeah.
You were
I
a little
think,
slow on some cubes, but other than that, you played great. You were great. So, what are your thoughts now going forward?
yeah, I can't believe that I may become a world champion. Just more 2 wins, but I think so. It may my play will decrease. So I just play as same as usual. So when I play in Japan, so because in Japan, so there are a lot of good players, and I played a long match against them a lot. So that experiment. That experiment raise my skill a lot. So yeah, I just the same as in Japan.
Do you have any idea how much money you just won?
Money?
Yeah, you just won a lot of money. You just got rich just by winning that match. You're a rich guy.
So,
Could you loan me some money, please?
but I'll buy thank for who told me Gammon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Great.
that's why how I use that money.
Uh-huh. So one of the reasons you're here is Kenji and other people who sponsored. Kenji's standing right here. Come on over, Kenji. I want you to sit down and let's see what you have to say about this young man.
Yeah, so we can talk Japanese, but should we talk
Talk in
English?
Japan for the Japanese people. Talk in Japanese.
イェーイみんな見てるみんな見てる
僕も決勝に来ましたよ、ダブルス。い
ああ、そうです。じゃあもうダブル優勝ですね。ダブル優勝。はいはいはい。
やいや、we talk about Japanese, but congratulations.
ああ、いや、thank you very much.
You paid 7 euros.
ああ、いや、I think more.
Well, but anyway, dear. And some Japanese said, わらしべ長者。
いやいやいやいやい
わらしべ
やいや。
長者、Nakasuka. I think you should, if you win, you are 1万倍。
いやいやいやいやいや。ああ、そうだ。time by 10,000.
Yes, go ahead.
いやいやいや。
I'm very, very glad to you win.
Yeah,
And also, I want to win.
いやいや。
My
Okay.
Yes.
Let's do my best.
Let's do my best.
Yeah, do our best. Yeah.
おめでとう。
ありがとうございます。
Thank you both. Well said. And good luck to you going forward. You're going to play Mario Cool.
Yeah.
Won the other match. A very fine player.
Yeah.
You're certainly up to it. You could beat him. You could beat Frank. You can go all the way.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Try and get a good rest between now and 10 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
Don't be late.
Yeah.
Come on time.
Yeah.
We'll see you at 10 o'clock tonight. We'll be streaming. It'll be very exciting.
Yeah.
And then we'll see you in the finals maybe.
See you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to see a
Nice
new
to-
face. Good luck. You played great. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you at 10 o'clock tonight. And we've got an incredible match. And then we'll see the finals tomorrow. There's a lot of other stuff going on that's amazing. There's a super jackpot. There's doubles. There's all kinds of side events. There's intermediate. There's going very strong. And just a lot of action here. I'm not going to be sleeping between now and 10. I've got several students here that are still alive. I'm going to go coach them a little bit and watch their matches and root for some people myself. So thank you. We're signing off from Monte Carlo. We'll see you again in a few hours. Bye-bye, everybody. And again, thank you, Mochi, very much. You can see what the matches are in the streaming. Okay, second match, 2, Oliver Squire and Stepan Nuyans. That will be, I'm sure, in the Super Jackpot. 2 great players there. Thank you, everybody.